Britney Spears. Hey YouTube, this is part 2 of my vlog in Montreal, Canada. So we left out last time when it was still Canada Day. Here's some fireworks celebrations that I saw. Also was lucky enough to catch an outdoor concert. Apparently the singer is famous in Canada. I don't know who he is, but if you do, please let me know in the comments.
Merci. Merci, j'ai une question pour vous. Est-ce qu'on est ensemble ce soir? Dis-moi donc, j'ai pas que je te lise la mienne. Je passe avec tu.
And after the concert and braving through the crowds, that's a wrap for tonight, and see you in the next morning. And good morning. Started out with a cute decorative cafe. There's many of these here in Montreal, but for me mainly I needed to get myself a pick-me-up drink to start the day. Here's the first item on the list for today, and lucky for you and myself, it's free. Here's the iconic Metropolitan sign at the Square-Victoria-OACI metro station. Next, I'm going to travel a little farther via an Uber ride. Alright, we have finally made it. Our Uber driver, bless her heart, she was so apologetic that she had to take these different detours, and it wasn't even her fault. And that's how you know how amazing Canada is, because the people are just so nice and friendly. But now let's go up the stairs. Alright folks, I think we are almost there. As you can see, there's a Canadian flag. That must mean we are near some stopping point. Oh, there we go. Oh yes, we have made it. Look at this. Not sure what's inside, but I'm assuming it's some sort of gift shop slash maybe cultural center. So here we're on top of a approximately 760-foot hill where you can see these lovely views of central Montreal. And once you're in this building, you can just kind of chill here and just kind of take in the views in front of you before you go back down. I think this is more of like probably a place where you can get drinks or whatnot. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure there's bathrooms though. I haven't checked yet, but there better be a bathroom because I really need to go. Thankfully, it's just a number 1, not a number 2. Once you kind of do your business and freshen up here, then you can descend back down to the actual park area. And continue on with the journey. Apparently, this is also pretty close to the campus of McGill University, which is perfect. So I totally recommend just combining both this kind of trek slash Parc du Mont-Royal with visiting McGill University. Next up is Parc du Mont-Royal. We have made it to La Croix, which is the cross right here. For those of you who live in the United States and are wondering, hey, I've been saying that one's sparkling water drink incorrectly. It's like, yes, it should not be La Croix, it is La Croix. Kind of reminds you of a much smaller version of the Eiffel Tower. So it sits on top of Parc du Mont-Royal at about a little over 30 meters tall. It was first erected in the mid-1920s and then bestowed upon as a gift. Now it actually does illuminate at night in pretty much any color that it wants. So I think when there's some sort of big event, like signaling someone's death, it can be in a certain color like blue or purple. Having a terrible hair day today, but I think I have it under the control now. Now we are starting our descent towards a more ground level elevation. Here we are on McGill University campus. Look how beautiful this campus is, wow. You'll notice it's very clean. And I don't know if it's usually like this with not much people here. I don't know, just haven't seen a school so clean in a while. Or maybe it's because I haven't been in school for a while. Oh, that too. Hashtag getting old. Random hydration station. Gosh, this area is just so well maintained. Though you will see some parts where you can tell that a homeless person has slept there before because their belongings are still there. Now for something unprecedented. There's some kind of confrontation going on. Never guessed that this would happen in Canada because people in Canada are so nice and friendly. After that wild encounter, we needed to take a break with something to eat and drink. Merci. Get that. Some escargot, some snail. Those of you who haven't had it before. Oh yeah. As long as you don't know what it is, it's fine. But it tastes really good. Nice piping hot. A lot of garlic and buttery flavor here. Also, pro tip when eating escargot, you got some bread, so you gotta dip it into this garlic butter. Magnifique. Hey folks, hidden speakeasy right here. Here's that hidden door. So some friends were also in Montreal at the same time, so we ended up meeting up here.
No, this is so cool.
Oh, this is really cool. Okay. Cheers.
Oh, it tastes good.
Cheers. Come by. This is pretty good. It's very refreshing. We should just have like a bunch of these.
Rum style old fashioned with a little bit of cinnamon and chamomile tincture that we make in-house.
Rum style old fashioned you said.
Yeah, and then
okay.
with instead of adding like a sugar syrup as a sweetener, we use a little bit of Amaro Dangera, which is just gonna add a little bit of like more like richness, almost like maple syrup kind of vibe that you're looking for.
Oh, good. It's very
Over here,
Canadian. There's no menu here per se, but rather the servers ask you about your spirit of choice and other preferences to create a drink customized for your flavor profile.
So here we got a base of Bacardi Superior White Rum, then a little bit of fresh lemon and fresh cucumber to open up the drink. Really nice. Yeah, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Then green, we got a base of white rum again, a little bit of Aperol.
Oh, okay, Aperol.
Yes, Aperol, pineapple, and sage.
Oh, sage. Not sure why I was repeating the ingredients. Anyways, that was a great experience, and now we're ready to eat. This is called numéro 900, which I guess if you translate to English would be like number 900. But here they got pizzas, they got apps. So what we end up getting is the ham and roasted mushroom pizza, and that looks super fresh. Came out looking just magnificent with the cheese and the ham, all the mint on top. Then we also got the courgette, which is the meatball that is in this really good tomato sauce. Just like this like tomatoey flavor. They also give you some of this bread to dip it into their tomato sauce. My bad, the pizza actually had basil on it, not mint. Oh, this flavor is on point. So if you can tell, it's one of those stone-baked pizzas, which is essentially what I wanted to eat while in Montreal, because I guess it's very European. Pretty well-balanced of flavors. Like, it's not overly meaty and not like too cheesy either. You know, it's a good kind of well-rounded mix of flavors. Then you also gotta try it with some of this spicy oil right here. No, it is not a bottle of balsamic vinegar, so be careful. Oop, I think I put too much. Say what? Oop, I think I put too much. Let's hope this doesn't give me diarrhea later. It's not too spicy. Actually, there is this kind of a kick afterwards. But it's actually not too bad. My Asian ancestors have trained me well in eating spicy food. And this makes it even better. That was a pretty solid meal. I don't feel super full right after it, but the food was really good. Really like the meatballs and the sauce that came with it, and then the pizza, just very fresh. fresh ingredients, the flavor was on point, and always went well with the beer. So that was a nice little pairing. The next day, I couldn't help myself but try out a bakery in Montreal. The city is heavily influenced by French things after all, so going to a bakery was a no-brainer. Hey folks, got myself some avocado for breakfast. They didn't have any vanilla ice cream, so I asked for pistachio. Ooh, pistachio is always a good call. You need some more of the espresso part at the bottom. Oh, there you go. Always a good choice for breakfast. Other than that, when I'm in Asia, I would want something like soybean milk and Chinese donuts. But here, when we're in almost Europe, I want an avocado. After scarfing that down, I decided to take a little bus ride to a different part of the neighborhood. Hey folks, not exactly sure where I am, but we got off at Montreal metro station, and I'm not sure if this is a neighborhood or what is it, but you can already tell that the buildings look a little bit different than the old Montreal historic district. Oh, the mist here. So good it stopped. Wants to go after them. Oh. Bonjour. Bonjour. Hi. We are here at Brez Cafe, and Brez is reference to one of the regions in France. But we're here to get some crepes, so my rule of thumb is I always get a savory one and then a sweet one. Start with the savory first and then get a sweet one as dessert. You can always switch it around. I won't judge you if you do. You know, since we're here on a nice hot day, it's good to get some refreshing rosé cider. Oh my gosh, look at our savory crepe that just arrived. So this is the one with prosciutto and some sort of cheese. Ooh, eggcorn. Yeah. And you can dip some of this into the prosciutto. Got children's books here. You can also learn about the history of Brittany and France. And then our sweet crepe arrived. Like the sweetness is not over the top, which I like. You know, as you know, Asian people have a standard in terms of desserts, and so if it's not too sweet, it's good. So, c'est bon. Here are another cute neighborhood. This is by the Place de Saint-Louis, which is the St. Louis Square. Here you can see all these cute houses. I would say it kind of looks like a haunted house from like a movie set or something, or maybe even something you would see at Disneyland or Universal Studios. People just sitting on the bench, just chilling on a Sunday. It looks like there's like stands or some vendors who are selling things along here. But love this sort of neighborhood. Wonder why we don't have more of these in the United States. Welcome to jean-talon market, which is sort of like a farmer's market. Looks like it's also somewhat of like a food court, hawker stand situation, because they got different types of foods like crepes, tacos here. Reminds me somewhat of Singapore's hawker stands, except without the Singaporean food. Here's all the produce. More produce here. Some interesting decor up here. Cute. Some takoyaki, something very nostalgic from when I was living in Japan. Here they have your maple syrup. You want to buy some souvenir in Canada. Oh, here they are making the crepes. Here's something that not all of you are used to seeing. You can also get crepes to go and then just make them at home. Oh my god, look at this. Brie. I don't know if it's a coincidence that the red light district is right next to the Chinatown, but as I go through Chinatown to the red light district here, you see that it does have a different feel. I don't know if you would call it a little bit rough, but you'll notice some massage places, kind of an overall feel that this is not a place that you would want to be at night. But in the daytime, it seems fine. It just doesn't seem there's much sort of establishments here for the typical tourist to patronize. But it's interesting to kind of visit and see because it does have its own sort of flavor, such as that, not as pronounced as Paris's red light district or the one in Amsterdam. So I guess in all, it's not really in your face compared to the red light districts in Europe, but it is here. And I'm sure it's here to stay. You notice that there's a little bit more trash here than other neighborhoods. Not sure that's coincidental or if it's just the kind of byproduct of the red light district. And then let's head over to Chinatown. Made it to L2 Lounge in Chinatown of Montreal. Heard this was one of the better chains for boba tea in Canada, or maybe just Montreal specifically. I don't know. I have never heard of L2 Lounge until I came here, so I assume it's a local chain in Canada. Here in Chinatown, you will find some familiar ones, such as Cha Time and Yifan. This place opened here at 11:30. I got here right after that. There's barely anyone here. There's actually more staff here cleaning than there are customers, because right now I'm the only customer. And I asked the person at the front, what are some drinks that are really popular to get? What do people usually get here? And he said, there's a
Hokkaido,
okay.
with caramel.
Oh, okay.
Hong Kong is also popular. It's original milk tea, but it's a bit more bitter.
And so I decided to get. Can I get the Hong Kong milk tea? I'll do a large size. All right, my Hong Kong milk tea is here. The boba's ready. You can already tell it's very French Canadian because you see on the top of the label there's some French wording here. Good. No. First impressions, the boba is very chewy. The Hong Kong milk tea is also very creamy. It's not overly strong in tea flavor, which is fine, but it's also not insanely sweet either. It was $7.59 in Canadian currency, which is a little less than $6, which I would say is not that much different than in the United States. Maybe it's a little bit cheaper, because even with boba, it's still less than $6. The creaminess of this thing is just really good. Homeboy didn't disappoint with the rack. Here at this place called Festila, which is essentially an outdoor concert hall. And it's pretty amazing because it's so spacious. You see these people here on a Monday, I guess it's their lunch hour or whatever, but they're just sitting here eating and chilling. And then you can see here there's a bunch of fountains. And what I heard through the grapevine is that they have these sort of music festivals that would take place here, like the jazz ones, summer outdoor ones. And unfortunately, there wasn't one taking place now, but this is still really super cool to see. And then here you can see little water fountain Joe. Then up ahead, which I guess is like the main stage. And I don't know if they're preparing for a concert that's about to happen soon, or taking one down, or that's just kind of like the normal default. I have no idea. So after going to the back of the stage, you can see here that apparently there is some sort of international jazz festival that was going on, that will be happening, who knows. I need to up my Google search skills later and see what the situation is, because I'm guessing that it will probably be around the same time next year and just annually. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of my video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've been to Montreal as well, please let me know in the comments what your initial thoughts were. I just want to know if you were just as surprised as I was that there's quite a bit of European influence here and there's a whole ton of French being used. If you like what you see, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, and you'll get a notification every time I upload new content. Until the next video, bye.